What's up, everybody? Veronica Ray here. Welcome to my channel. Today on One Day at a Time, I'm wanting to talk to you guys about how to deal with being blocked or ghosted, or people just poof, disappearing completely out of your life, and also just being ignored, okay? So right now, during quarantine 2020, people's true colors are coming out. People are having a really rough time dealing with other people, especially if you're stuck with them 24/7. And it's been very difficult for some of you to find some sort of privacy. There's been a lot of really strange behavior coming from people. And I'm getting this information from my own observations and also clients and viewers to my channel here on YouTube and also on my Facebook page. So it seems like people are really having a difficult time being who they really are, because right now a lot of people are operating out of fear. And some people are just kind of throwing caution to the wind because of fear, because they're afraid that if they don't do it now, it'll never happen for them. Oh my God, the world is coming to an end. That may be a good thing for some of them. But then the other people are just kind of stuck in their own shell, their cocoon, so to speak, or they're over isolating to the point where they're actually shutting out real friends and family. And of course, there's the last group of people that are like, bye, and those group of people are pretty much doing that because they don't feel like it's worth their time to deal with a situation or a particular person or a particular group of people, including their own friends and family. If you're on the receiving end of someone blocking you on the internet, I feel like it just is an acceptance thing. It's pretty cut and dry. If you're being blocked on the internet, it doesn't matter if your intentions are good or not. It doesn't. It's the other person's opinion of either you or the situation that you guys are dealing with. I'm actually one of the people that blocks people right away. If I immediately feel uncomfortable, boom, I'm done. I don't give second chances to people I don't have a real connection to. So when it comes to internet stuff, if I feel like I am being attacked, if I feel like I'm being slandered, harassed, annoyed, I will, boom, be done. I won't apologize for it. I won't even tell you why, because you're not worth it to me. That is how I see it. Now, I'm not saying you're not worth it as a human. I'm saying to me. So unless we have a personal relationship, I don't care. And that's just the way it is. Now, do I care about humanity as a whole? Do I care about my viewers and clients and people who invest in me? Yes, because I do invest back in them. In person, if you are being ignored or whatever and the person lives with you, that's a totally different story. And if you are in a relationship with them, whether they're a friend, a family member, a lover, or an ex where you have to co-parent or something, then it's a different situation because you have to actually deal with them. The number one suggestion I have for anybody being on the receiving end of being blocked or ignored, whether in person or online, is to not take it personally. Look at it from their perspective. Not to say you have to agree, but to understand that maybe they're feeling a certain way. This is how they choose to deal with it. It doesn't mean that their heart is closed forever. It just means that whatever situation you are dealing with, it is easier for them to just go like this. Most people internalize things and blame themselves and want to know why so that they can change who they are. And I'm going to tell you, that's the number one mistake you can make, is internalize someone else's behavior as if there's something wrong with you. Maybe you were an asshole, maybe they were an asshole, but nobody's perfect, nobody. It's just a matter of knowing your place in someone's life and them knowing their place in yours. My number one thing is to not internalize it and believe that you should change and that an outcome would be different if you did change. Number two, I would say not to wait for their return, because chances are they have no intention of returning when they ghost. If this is a person that you've already known to come in and out of your life, expect that to stay the same. If this is a person that you don't know very well and they've ghosted, it's always safe to assume they're not coming back and to not worry about it. I know it's hard because it's a blow to the ego, but it's super important that you don't take things so personally, because again, this is about your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health. Some people get so worked up when they're cast aside that they become seriously unhealthy themselves. Number 3, do not enter into a new relationship or friendship or go back to the person unless you are healed. Now, here's the problem with that. Some people think they're healed before they are. Some people feel like they're not healed, but they are. And so it's hard to tell, where are you on the totem pole with the healing? You'll know. You need to gauge your own feelings and honor yourself before doing anything. So when in doubt, do nothing. Don't over isolate. Make sure you're living your life as you normally would. Don't allow the situation to take control of you. And number 4, I definitely feel like you should not allow someone back if they've already proven to be a liar. So for example, they've lied to you, you found that out, and then they ghosted. If you can lie about anything, then we don't have a solid, stable connection. We don't have trust in a situation. If you're gonna ghost on top of it, that makes you a pussy, and I'm done. Now that's me. Other people need the apology, or they think they do. So that leads me to number 5. Don't expect an apology from a ghoster. Most of the time, they're not sorry. They're probably not going to even acknowledge the ghosting to begin with. They're going to just try and come back like nothing ever happened. Why? Again, because they don't want the confrontation. They don't want to have to rehash over things that they may have done wrong, because that means that they have to admit to being wrong, or they have to feel the negativity that you felt. Accept that this is what's happened. You can't change it. Only they can change it. And should you be checking to see if you've been unblocked? No. That's your ego talking. Your ego is saying, I'm hurt that someone blocked me. How could they not like me? What did I do wrong? All these questions that you should not be asking, because it has nothing to do with you. So accept things as they are, and then the next step is to just believe that this is what they want. The last thing I want to talk about with regards to blocking a situation is, what do you do in return? So when someone blocks you, do you block them? That is on you. You are the only person that knows if you want to leave those doors open, if you feel like it's worth it, or if you should just block them out, never allow any form of communication again. In terms of abuse of any kind, mental, emotional, gaslighting, narcissistic abuse, anything like that, I always suggest you get the hell out of there. You block them, no contact, self-preserve, move on with your life, rebuild. There are many, many, many other people that will not treat you like this. So I always just say, if you're going through any of that, block them out. They have no business in your world. They have to earn that shit, and they've already proven that they are not worthy of your time, your energy, your trust, and your love, okay? So with that all being said, I know that this was a little long and drawn out, but I feel like people need to understand that being blocked may be a blessing in disguise. And it doesn't mean everybody's bad people. It just means they're not compatible people. And why would you want to waste your time waiting around for someone who doesn't see things the way you do? So this is where we get into the one-sided love affairs. And people start calling psychics and going to their therapists and making these big life choices surrounding this attraction or infatuation they have for a person that doesn't want anything to do with them. I want you to leave this video feeling empowered to move forward in a situation that you are not only wanted, but you are cherished and loved for real. And you're not wasting your time, okay?